Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to BUTV News. I'm Larry Larson.
And I'm Adnan Gutierrez. Let's take a look at the news. October was National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, a time to ensure that every citizen has the resources they need to stay safe and secure online while increasing their awareness of cyber threats. This past Thursday, Bradley Center for Cybersecurity showcased their second feature for their cybersecurity film series at Marty Theater. Last week's film was 0 Days, a documentary which focused on a piece of self-replicating computer malware that the U.S. and Israel unleashed to destroy a key part of an Iranian nuclear facility, yet ultimately went rogue. The 2016 film was written and directed by Academy Award winner Alex Gibney and holds a 91% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. For more information on Bradley's Center for Cybersecurity and future films, go to bradley.edu/cybersecurity.
It was a rockin' Saturday night at Lydia's Lounge this last weekend. Brave Sounds hosted 4 punk rock music acts at Spooky Sounds. Here's Nate Martin with more.
The Spooky Sound Show featured punk bands from both near and far with performances from The Royalist, Swimming with Sharks, Ohm, and Voigt Labarin. The night started out with Voigt Labarin's performance, which was their first time performing as a group in front of an audience, followed by Ohm, who came all the way from Kankakee to perform at Bradley and recently came out with a new album available on Spotify. Next came Swimming with Sharks, a punk rock band that formed right here at Bradley. Their guitarist and lead singer, Logan Wheaton, said he used to practice guitar in the same room they performed in that night.
The guitar ensemble did, lots of rehearsals here, and I was in that for 3 semesters. And I liked being in the guitar ensemble a lot. I grew as a guitarist immensely while I was in it. But my passion is doing electric guitar, and it just feels good to in my last semester at Bradley finally get to play my music in here. So there's been an absence of this kind of stuff, right? And I'm just really glad that the executive board that Brave Sounds has now is really open and ambitious with what they're doing and planning really fun events like this. It's just it's great for the campus music scene.
Finally, the night was closed out by the Royalists, who started their band while they were students at East Peoria High School. They made their name originally by winning the chance to play at Peoria's Summer Camp Music Fest in 2018. All in all, it was a great night to see some bands and enjoy some music. To learn more about music events on campus, stay in touch with Brave Sounds on Facebook at Brave Sounds Entertainment. For BUTV News, I'm Nate Martin.
Thanks, Nate. Last Friday night, the Muslim Student Association hosted a paint night at the Garrett Center, where everyone recreated a beautiful gray mountain painting done by none other than Bob Ross. Here's Ashley Lesson, who went to the event, Be a Boss with Bob Ross.
Last Friday night, I went to the event Be a Boss with Bob Ross, where students came to recreate a painting from the show The Joy of Painting, which Bob Ross hosted. He was famous for teaching people the joy of painting, and even after his death, people are still learning from him every day. However, this paint night would not have been possible without the Muslim Student Association.
Muslim Student Association, we're a club here on campus. We like to do events to sort of get everyone together, just hang out, and usually do some informative meetings, and we'll kind of just learn about different Islamic topics, but we like to do social events and kind of just get everyone together and hang out.
All students were welcome to the paint night event, whether they just wanted to hang out together, learn how to paint, or even just listen to Bob Ross's soothing voice.
We're going to try to replicate Bob Ross's video. Be a boss with Bob Ross. I don't know, it's just it seems super catchy, and he's just super notorious on doing his paintings, so it's cool to follow along with him.
If you weren't able to make it to the paint night, you can still follow along with Bob Ross as he paints his happy little trees and happy little clouds on his YouTube channel, which features all 31 seasons of The Joy of Painting. If you're interested in learning more about the Muslim Student Association, you can contact them at bradleymsa@gmail.com. Reporting for BUTV News, I'm Ashley Lesson.
Thank you, Ashley. Last Friday, Alpha Epsilon Pi hosted their annual Smash a Car event. Olin Quad was packed with several students who got a chance to not only destroy an old car, but also donate to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. On Friday, students had their choice of either paying $1 for 3 hits or $5 for unlimited hits within 1 minute. Alpha Epsilon Pi's house manager, Mitchell Bartgen, said that the event allowed for students to not only donate to an honorable cause, but also decompress after midterm exams.
So we're Alpha Epsilon Pi. We're doing our annual Smash a Car event. It's really nice for us. We do a lot of St. Jude's, a lot of wounded veteran stuff. So basically it's a great way for a lot of kids to come out here, get their anger out from their midterms they might not have done too hot on, and charities get some money.
For more information on Alpha Epsilon Pi and future fundraisers, go to aepigivesback.org/beta-epsilon or call 317-876-1913.
It's been a bit rainy the last few days. Will it ever lighten up?
We'll catch up with Nicole Pfaff and learn what Mother Nature has for us this upcoming week.
Don't go anywhere.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
We finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Is it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
For too long, there's been too much silence.
We've stepped back when we should have stepped up.
We lack the bravery to have the tough conversations.
It stops now.
It stopped with us.
As campus leaders, we recognize that sexual assault is a real problem.
And it's time to take action.
We're standing together as a community because this issue affects all of us.
And we can only end it if we are braver together.
Starting now, we don't look the other way. We make it a move and do something.
Before it's too late.
We promote a culture of respect for all students.
We say something even when it's easier to remain silent.
We stand up for survivors.
We never blame them.
We hold our friends, our leaders, our teammates,
And ourselves accountable for our actions.
and when we see something wrong, we're brave enough to interrupt. We say something.
We do something. We watch out for each other.
Always.
Being a Bradley Brave means
Ending the silence.
together we can work to end sexual assault and rape culture in our community. Together we can do the right thing. Together we can do the brave thing. Make your move and stand with us.
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 And we can all be braver together.
Nicole, I think I saw a few snowflakes today. Can you confirm or deny these reports?
Well, Larry, since it wasn't below 32 degrees, they weren't exactly snowflakes, but you could consider it freezing rain. But let's go ahead and take a look at what to expect the rest of this week. All right, so we're not going to expect too much sunshine within the next 24, 48 hours. As you see here, we have a little bit of snow coming in within the next 24 hours, especially with the drop in temperatures. We'll be coming over from the west and into the Midwest, and then the rain that we're seeing today will go out towards the east. We can go ahead and look at our current temperatures right now. As we see here, we're chilling at a high 30, low 40s all throughout the Midwest. The north is seeing some freezing 32, 31 over here in Cedar Rapids. But other than that, as the sun goes down, we'll be seeing a drop in temperatures. Let's go ahead and look at our 5-day forecast. As you see here, tomorrow we're going to be seeing some snow, so bundle up, BU, because it's going to be a little bit chillier than usual. The winter weather will be away as the weekend goes by, although we'll still be seeing the 40-degree weather. And then Monday, it should definitely, even though we won't be seeing any sun, it will warm up to about the 50s. But in the evenings, we will see some freezing temperatures, so stay safe out there, Bradley. Now it's time for your entertainment news with Jonathan Michael.
One of the television's bigger series is going back in time with a prequel. Game of Thrones and HBO revealed a new series, House of the Dragon, which will take place hundreds of years before the events in the original series. The show will center around the history of the Targaryen family, whose eventual family tree produces Daenerys, the mother of the dragons. The season will feature 10 episodes and builds upon the foundation set by George R.R. Martin's book, Fire and Blood, published earlier this year. A possible plan of a Game of Thrones sequel was a game of guessing earlier this week. A potential installment written by a different screenwriter would happen were scrapped just hours before Warner Media's presentation on Thursday. Halloween is right on our doorstep, but many are already anticipating to revel in the Christmas spirit. Every year, the debate of how soon it is acceptable to play holiday music revs up. Radio stations in Phoenix and Los Angeles have already began rocking around the clock, playing Christmas music nonstop. No doubt, we've all heard our fair share of Mariah Carey and Bing Crosby, but is there any new Christmas music on the way in 2019? Justin Bieber, who has not released a solo album since 2015, promised he would release an album for Christmas if one of his Instagram posts got 20 million likes. Possibly joining Bieber is Idina Menzel, as well as the aforementioned Carey, who will be releasing remixes from her first Christmas album. Ever go on Tinder and wish you could match with Ben Affleck or Drew Barrymore? Well, you can in a way, that is, if you are famous enough. The app Raya is taking dating to a luxurious level where prominent people can interact with each other. Unfortunately for the most of us, the screening process requires that you have thousands of Instagram followers and be referred by another member. With only 8% of members being accepted, what can the rest of us enjoy from this Harvard of dating apps? Seeing that celebrities are not that different from us, as Demi Lovato, Joe Jonas, Cara Delevingne, and John Mayer have all revealed that they use the app. Maybe by Valentine's Day, we'll see if Raya brings any celebrity love stories.
So Jonathan, are you famous enough to be on that dating app?
Not yet. Are you?
Almost. Well, maybe as, maybe news anchor. I don't know. I don't think so, though. Tomorrow is Halloween. How are you students feeling about spooky season?
And U Campus Convos up next after the break.
Tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
The Activities Council of Bradley University, which is better known as ACBU, are the people who plan almost every campus event throughout the semester. ACBU brings artists, poets, comedians, and more to campus for Bradley students. And tonight, they're presenting an event called Beat the Blame Game at the Student Center Ballroom. Here's Amani Shamsuddin, who is there right now to see where it's all about. Amani?
Thanks, guys. I'm here in the Student Center Ballroom with Jonalee Almaria, here to talk to us about tonight's event. How are you today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So can you tell us a little bit about what ACBU is?
Yeah, so ACBU is the Activities Council of Bradley University. We are the largest event planning student organization here on campus. So we put on entertainment from comedy and cinema to large-scale concerts and social justice issue events, kind of like tonight.
And what is it about the organization that really drove you to join?
So the summer before my freshman year of college, I was involved behind the scenes with concerts and planning some of that. And as someone who really likes attending concerts and live events, I just wanted to be a part of it and kind of put on events that people would enjoy.
Awesome. And can you tell us what your role is on ACBU and kind of what it entails?
Yeah, so as critical issues coordinator here at ACBU, I'm in charge of putting together events that deal with social justice issues. So anything from diversity inclusion events to things like poverty and homelessness, or today when we're talking about sexual assault and victims of sexual assault, things of that nature. We put on all types of events. So from the planning process all the way through execution is what we do.
Awesome. And with this specific event happening tonight, can you give us a little information about what it is going to be on and what the students can expect?
Yeah, so Beat the Blame Game is an interactive dialogue that invites students to participate in talking about the culture of victim shaming that comes particularly with victims of sexual assault and how to put an end to that cycle.
And why is it important to ACBU that students are educated on this topic?
ACBU and HEAT would just want all of our students to know that sexual assault is unfortunately something that is continuous and ongoing in the world that we're in today, and victims of sexual assault are oftentimes too afraid to speak up. And so by educating ourselves and other people, we're able to speak up for those who don't have a voice.
Okay, well, thank you again for coming out with us tonight, Jonalee. And students, if you're interested in attending this event tonight, Beat the Blame Game will be here in the Student Center Ballroom at 7 p.m. See you then. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Monty. With recent events occurring on campus, it's important to know who to call and know it's not the Ghostbusters. But with Bradley PD, here's Chief of Bradley PD for this week's edition of Someone You Should Know.
As Chief of Bradley Police for 8 years now, Chief Brian Joshko does whatever it takes to keep Bradley safe. Though his days are busy, no days are ever alike, according to Joshko.
Every day is unique. That's one of the things I love most about my job is I never really know when the next time my phone rings what's going to be on the other end of that call and what's the nature of that call.
And it seems that here at Bradley, anything is possible. Bradley PD wants everyone to feel safe at all times, whether you are on campus or not. Here's Joshko with some tips.
Things like locking your car, locking your house, whether you're home or not home, doesn't really matter. You shouldn't have your house unlocked when you're home.
Bradley PD also offers House Watch, which allows students to even feel safe when they're not on campus.
We have a vacant house watch program over the formal break period where students can register their homes off campus, and we'll go and we'll check on those homes a couple times a day to make sure that everything's okay.
If you or a loved one ever feels unsafe here at Bradley, do not hesitate to push the blue light or call Bradley PD at 309-677-2000. For BUTV News, I'm Josie Marin.
Thank you, Josie. It's spooky season, Bradley, which means it's time to hear students' favorite things about Halloween on this week's campus edition of Campus Convos.
Welcome to Campus Combos. This week we're going to see if students are in for a trick or a treat. What's your favorite Halloween movie?
Ooh, that's a good one. Jeepers Creepers or anything along those lines.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Probably the new version of like Halloween with Michael Myers.
Halloween.
That was mine. Halloween.
All right. Okay, big debate. Kit Kats or Reese's?
I don't really like peanut butter, so Kit Kats.
Reese's.
Reese's.
I actually like Hershey's, but I'll go with Kit Kats.
Kit Kats.
What are you being for this Halloween?
I am being a boxer.
Anime character.
I'm actually going to be Stephanie from Lazy Town.
Is that what you are now?
No, this is one of my extra costumes for a party today.
And why did the ghost go into the bar?
I don't know.
For the booze.
To get some booze.
That one makes sense.
Why?
For the booze.
I have no idea.
For the booze. There's no consensus on the sweets, but we know that Halloween will bring many treats. Signing out for BUTV News, I'm Imani Shamsuddin.
I didn't know that we had a BUTV comedian. It's getting cold, but sports are still hot.
BUTV's Cody Raskins has your sports update after the break.
Oh, my sweet baby, you mean everything to me. I love you.
Can we get strawberries? No, honey. Please? Okay.
Cody, there's nothing quite like Carver Arena during basketball season, huh?
There really nothing is quite like it in sports. Mike Izzo said it best. This is college basketball's atmosphere at its finest.
Oh, yeah.
So, the much-anticipated debut of the 2019-2020 Braves basketball team saw its first real action of the season with their first exhibition game versus Millikan University. The Braves, oh, here we go. They see Koch Bar getting up and getting down that time. Kick out to Ville Tanavainen for three. Ryman accidentally. Ville for three more on the perimeter. Now you see Elijah Childs here in 10 in white for Bradley, getting up and showing off the weight room off-season conditioning. Now this time you see 22, Deshaun Henry getting to the rack for a rack attack. That's a slam that time for number 22, Deshaun Henry. Now back to the upperclassmen as Darryl Brown, the senior point guard for the Braves, attacking the lane for two more. The Braves had great performances from all over the court, including some standout performances from freshmen Stefan Gabriel and Ville Tanavainen and junior Elijah Childs. The two freshmen combined for 22 points and 6 rebounds, while Childs chipped in 12 rebounds and 16 points in limited minutes in the second half. The Braves' next action is the regular season opener versus St. Joe's in Philadelphia on November 5th. The men's soccer team finally closed out their meeting with the Valparaiso Crusaders after a few reschedulings. The Braves and Crusaders would once again do battle at Shea Stadium. We start things off with the Braves on the attack. Garrett Vintermeyer looking for an opportunity to score through the middle, but the attempt would be snuffed out by Valparaiso. As we continue on to later action with Valparaiso now on the move, an excellent diving save by Wisby, the keeper for the Braves, keeps the score 0-0 going deep into the match. Now back to Bradley in the 67th minute as the deep throw-in was deflected and headed in by senior Walid Karat for the Braves goal. The Braves look to keep their winning ways going as they hit the road with conference opponent Northern Kentucky next on the schedule. The Braves Hall of Fame class for 2020 was announced, and here are your inductees. Volleyball player Stephanie Burns, softball pitcher Ashley Birdsong, men's basketball player Jeremy Crouch, and baseball pitcher Rob Scahill. The inductees will be honored at the home basketball game against Illinois State in February.
some great Braves making that list. It's great to see that.
We love to see our alumni represented well, especially those that did well academically and athletically.
So, yeah.
There's plenty to do on the Hilltop this upcoming week.
I'll tell you what you won't want to miss after the break.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
So good to see you guys.
So, what's up? Oh, we finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on... Is it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Let's take a look at the events for this upcoming week. Our first event takes place right after BUTV ends tonight. Beat the Blame game is designed to be a reality check that interrupts desensitization. The talk will go into why people tend to victim blame and dismantles the false logic behind the beliefs. The Blame game will be taking place tonight at 7 o'clock in the Student Center Ballroom. Halloween is tomorrow, and what a better way to celebrate than to play with some pups and help out a good cause while doing so. Wags for Mags is putting on their Halloween event. There you can find Halloween treats and vote on the best dressed pup. Treats are $1 for one for $2 or two for $3. Interested? Come join Wags for Mags tomorrow at 5 to 7 p.m. in the Student Center Gargoyle Room. The 5th ever Steiner Symposium will be taking place this Tuesday. The symposium is a day of conversation with respected sports professionals. Various panels will take place throughout the day. These panels will be from 9 to 3 p.m. in the GCC room 126. The final panel with Ralph Lawler will take place in the Hayden Clark Alumni Center at 7 p.m. Well, that's it for BUTV News this week. I'm Adnan Gutierrez.
I'm Cody Roskins.
I'm Jonathan Michael.
I'm Nicole Pfaff.
And I'm Larry Larson. Tonight, we leave you with a performance from Ishmael Rashan. Have a great evening.
Fast car, up in my fast car. I don't know who else to be, who else can I be but myself. I don't know who I believe, got too many enemies. Yeah, I'm just praying on my knees. Yeah, I got too many needs for myself. Overgauging everything, coming open up to me, I'm right. Who else do I need? I don't need nobody, 4 rings in my little fast car. Can't you tell that's just a Audi? Bad bitty, she exotic, but she not from the Audi home. Why do I feel so gone? Can you tell me what's going wrong? Burning through traffic, yeah, I'm sliding through the twilight zone. Feel like Rod Sterling got me swerving, yeah, I'm feeling gone. How you get lost in this lifestyle, baby, I don't even know. Yeah, I'm curling through time, I can't love no soul, yes, I'm on my own. What do you need? What do you need? Baby girl, what do you need? Yeah, do you need love? Do you need us? Do you need us? Yeah, lucid in my dreams, yeah. One day you go my lightning, yeah. And it's frightening, I'm asking you questions like, why don't you like me? Yeah, hey, rolling like it's thunder. You can't take it back from another. Questions keep on surfacing, bands, can you be my lover? No, no, I can't love another. You keep talking to me, what my chick gon' do up undercover? I can't trust you, you can't.